Hello, as I've actually just finished recording the possible Abomination skip, I found one during this video, so I figured I'd make another video and explain it. It's possible to skip the Abomination fight. The speed at which you can do this skip generally depends on luck, but either way I think it's still going to be slower than actually doing the fight. Basically, you have to do 2 deloads. The first one's actually pretty easy, although finicky. You want to be backflipping inside this wall here after gaining some height, and as you can see, it's popped out. It's finicky, but once you've kind of understood it, when you've tried it a couple of times, you'll see how easy it is. Then you run against these pillars here, which if you look in the other area, it's just the pillars on the wall that lose some height, and you have to backflip out. There we go, into this corridor. Through the next part of this corridor, and you literally have to walk out through all the corridor. Hang on. There you go. And now you're out of bounds. There you go, now we're out of bounds. This is where I originally got to before. The trigger for actually loading the next area after the Abomination is at the door. You can also trigger the checkpoint in the middle of the room, but it's at the door where the trigger is to load the next area, and you can't hit it from up here. As you'll probably see now, it'll just disappear. This is literally where I got to, and I was screwing around with the idea of hang on, there you go. Screwing around with the idea of backtracking through there after you're hitting this checkpoint, when I came across another deload. Hopefully I don't die here. There you go. I was backflipping around here because this is the only place you can, well, I'll just show you. This is the only place you can gain height. It's very finicky, you have to kind of use your camera and roll into it. After a while, there you go, you start bumping up. So I was backflipping into this door to get back down when I noticed it deloaded the whole entire area. So from here, I was able to find the deload. This is very finicky. What you have to do is, well, there you go, get to a point where it starts to deload the left, and also push right after backflipping. As you can see, I'm backflipping slightly to the right. Doing this lets you look further to the right to deload the area while still backspringing into the wall. It's a new technique I found during one of the other skips, and this could possibly help in Egypt. But once you've deloaded this area, which was quite fast this time, you need to run against this pillar and hope to God you don't clip through it and reload the level. But keep doing this until you gain some height. Once you start to gain some height, be careful, because you can clip through the pillar at the very top of it, like there you go, I started to clip. And backspring over into this corner. Once you backspring over here, you now basically want to be backflipping over here. You get enough height and then walk back in the middle of the room and flip back through the place where you start the Abomination fight. This is that room, and if you can, once you go through the corridor here, you are essentially out of bounds. There you go. Make sure you do not try and if there is a little bit of lava there, so be careful not to hit it. But you have skipped the Abomination fight now, as long as you don't roll back in the room, which I was probably going to do there. There you go, you skipped the Abomination. You can drop down there, which is mainly what we will have to do. I was also trying to find a way to, which might actually be what this could be useful for, to hit the trigger. If I could get down there without dying, which I'll try it in a second, but I think that's too high. I could then use that to hit another trigger. I don't think I can. We will see though. But as you can see, you can't hit the trigger from my previous video up there. We'll see if I can get down here without dying. If you can, that might be useful. Nope, you die. But you can get into the other place. Maybe with full health you might not have died, but you can actually stand right behind the door and not skip the Abomination. I don't know if it will be quicker. It does look quicker. It certainly looks quicker if you can get the deload as fast as I did there. It looks quicker than doing the Abomination fight, just by looking. It saves ammo, is one thing. You could easily pick up the 2 Uzi rounds from where you start the vertical skip. Pick those up, and you are set for the Natla fight. You don't ever have to use your Uzi here. And just thinking now, if you could find a way to get out of bounds lower, you could, which I'm probably going to find in a bit, because every time I make these videos I find something else. you could use that platform that I tried to jump onto to airwalk, hit a trigger, reload the next area, and basically go right to Natla. So that's what I've been screwing around with for the past 4 or 5 hours. Hopefully I'll find something else. But this just like the other skips I found last night, needs to be timed to see if it is faster. But there we go. Hopefully you like it.